Hey everyone, it's John Taylor. How you doing today? Today is Monday, December 15th, 2025. Great day, on my news desk and prop trading desk here. Going to go over geopolitics and then socioeconomics. Got a new camera stand here, so I have a different perspective today, be able to move it around. So on the economic calendar for the 15th of December, we got Empire State Manufacturing Survey, Fed Governor speak, Home Builder Confidence Index at 10 a.m., more Fed speak. So that's, light calendar, but this week we've got, retail sales and, CPI coming up on Thursday and existing home sales. So that's what we have on the economic calendar. So let's look at what's being reported today. I go over geopolitics news and then socioeconomics. Do me a favor, give my video a like and a share, and please subscribe to my channel. Thanks. So let's check this out. So S&P futures are pumping. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice, informational purposes only, opinion only. S&P futures pumping, crude oil's off, gold at 44,361, up $32. So stocks set to open higher. The stock market's just opened as dip buyers step in after sell-off. Key U.S. economic data is awaited. So Spain files Airbnb $7.5 million fines them for unlicensed tourist rentals. Roomba, maker of iRobot, files for bankruptcy. So it'll be taken over by a Chinese company, something. Serbia, organized crime prosecutors charge minister in connection with linked projects with Kushner or something. So that's being researched. Davita stock is underperforming the Dow. Is it time to be bullish on soybeans? So I just kind of go over the headlines. Small caps strike back. See why Russell 2000 futures are heating up. There's been a rotation recently into value stocks. Even Citigroup stock is trading now above book value. How a Zebra Technology stock performs compared to others. So this is what we have on bar chart. So let's take the major market here. S&P 500, E-minis up 36 points, and NASDAQ up 160 points. Dow futures up 245. The VIX steady at 18.35. The Dixie at 97.94. The 10-year 112-125. Got to watch the yield on the 10-year. Crude oil again is off. Peace dividend $57. Nat gas $4.063. Gold is up nicely at again 4,357. Silver bullion at almost $64, up $1.90 today. Man, so is what we have on the major market overview. Now let's look at stocks that are most actively traded. Broadcom, we saw it. Tesla, Nvidia, Micron Technology, Salesforce, Google Class A is doing great. I love Google, they're awesome. Oracle, Meta Platforms, and then Alphabet C. These are the actively traded shares. And Giga Cloud Technologies is the stock chart of the day. Set a new 52-week high and strong technical momentum. So they're interesting, strong buy on Giga Cloud Technology Group. So this is on bar chart. So I look at this every day, and then I look at what's being reported. A lot of times the news redundant, but let's look at Yahoo Finance. OpenAI is the 2025 Yahoo Finance Company of the Year. The ChatGPT maker sparked this generation's tech revolution. Can AI's biggest engine continue to drive its gold rush? So that's U.S. stock futures rise. A big week of data kicks off with CPI. Roomba, again, iRobot goes bankrupt, plans Chinese owner. Microsoft AI Edge isn't all OpenAI, and Wall Street loves it. Mr. Softy. News on Oracle. Nvidia unveils open source AI model amid China offering surge. So news on Nvidia there. Wow. Oil slips with surplus outlook. China China data in focus. Netflix co-CEO says here that Paramount's hostile Warner Brothers bid was entirely unexpected. Alphabet poised for just another paper gain as SpaceX valuation jumps. So people are looking for the SpaceX IPO. U.S. to back 7.5 billion Korea zinc smelter in China as China tightens grip. So the rare earth metals, heating up. Hassett, Trump's opinion would have no weight. Fed chair. So this is what's being reported on Yahoo Finance. You stay with me to the end. Give my videos a like and a share. Let's get the word out. And my channel's getting a lot of traction, so I want to welcome all of my new viewers. I go over my trading plan for the day, which is free alpha. Russia court rules in favor of Rusal in a $1 billion lawsuit against Rio Tinto. Wow. Warner Brothers is blockbuster finale of 4.5 trillion M&A haul. Chilean investors cheer election of Cast as president. So we're going to dig into Cast a little bit to see if moderate or what's his political perspective. A lot of copper, obviously, in Chile. Ample oil supply shields China from impact of Venezuela disruption for now. So a lot of that oil is going to China, I guess, from Venezuela. What's this week's job data could reveal about the U.S. economy? Adaptive Biotechnology signs non-exclusive deal with Pfizer worth up to $890 million. So this is a news outlet here, let's say OpenAI is Yahoo's Finance 2025 Company of the Year. So that's what we have there. November jobs data, 2026 outlook. The company's three things, very interesting. Will AI be a labor productivity booster? What is Dow theory? So people are starting to learn about Dow as we're seeing the rotation into value stocks. Top gainers, companies you might have heard of Rivian. Rivian's active. Lululemon, and then a lot of stocks news there. Most active, Nvidia, Plug Power's active. Rivian Automotive, and then Tesla. So the stock market's open here about 10 minutes. So let's look at Bitcoin. Let's go over Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Ripple, Solana. I'll kind of give a perspective on that. I've done some nice trades with it recently here. Been buying the dip on Bitcoin and bought the dip over the weekend and traded Bitcoin for several thousand points. So did real well with it. So let's look at real quick here. I'll go over my trading plan for Bitcoin. So Bitcoin dipped real nice, and I bought the dip here. Getting used to this new camera angle too, so kind of do that. Got in here, just amazing. All right, so here's what we have. I bought some Bitcoin at 87,558 at the pivot point, and then sold it at 88,510. So did about 800 point profit over the weekend on Bitcoin. Had a nice pump. So Bitcoin dipped here over the weekend to about 87,500, and then pumped had a trading range up to about 90,000. It's about 3,000 point pump. I took a couple thousand points out of that trade over the weekend, and I still have open orders, to purchase Bitcoin. Limit GTC at 85,431 spot 42. So this is me and my trading desk. So Bitcoin's been good. We had a nice dip down, obviously, from 126,000 here recently. And so it's finding its base. I've been able to trade it with a dollar cost average. Today's my DCA day. I DCA every 1st and 15th of the month. And so that's what we have for Bitcoin. Ethereum, let's take a look at ETH. ETH also, had a nice dippy dip to approximately, let's look at ETH here, at 30,225. So, and then rallied up to 3177. So that's a nice trading range for ETH. A couple hundred points on ETH. Solana is active. I own Solana. So in fairness, this is opinion only. I don't give investment advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Solana dipped here recently to 128,000 and then pumped 100 on Solana's, 128,000 and then 128 rather, and then pumped to 135. I keep adding extra thousands on there, sorry. It's a nice trading range on Solana. XRP Ripple's active. It's peeling off today, less than $2. I think Ripple's oversold here when it dipped to $1.95. So I'll be a buyer today of some XRP Ripple on the dippy dip. So that's what we have there on cryptos. So we'll reset my pivot points. Jesse Livermore said it best: whenever I had the patience to wait for a market to come to me, I always made money in my operations. So I set limit GTC orders at the pivot point, and being a Bitcoin maximalist. So it's worked for me. So we'll see what's going to happen today on the Bitcoin. So let's look at what's being reported on Wolf Street. I like they do all right work. Wolf Street is reporting Treasury yield curve steepened sharply. So this is being reported today. Yields from 2-year to 30-year have risen as Fed cut 3 times this year. So the Fed's lowering interest rates, and U.S. government sold 602 billion of treasuries this week, and layoffs showed no signs of weakening of the labor market. So we'll see. So that's being reported on Wolf Street. Now let's take a look at CNN here. I look at the left side of the political spectrum, and then also the right. So I look at Fox News here. So the Brown University was an incident that transpired over the weekend. Rob Reiner, we lost Rob Reiner and his wife. And his wife there. So news on Meathead from Rob Reiner at Sad News. People are looking for someone involved in something over the weekend at Brown University, a manhunt. So a lot of this news is too hot for the tube. Bondi Beach news, sad there. So let's see, Fed, the solution to his America's affordability problem might be broken. So Fed speak, and so that's being reported on the left. And then on the right, let's look at Fox News. Fox News is reporting breaking news here. So let's see, Hollywood legend Rob Reiner and wife found they passed away inside their home. Tragic discovery. Charlie Kirk news, father and son revealed to be involved with Sydney Beach, Bondi Beach scenario. Brown University, news there. McDonald's CEO delivers it might hurt your feelings with McDonald's, and Paramount news, and researchers identify unexpected bread variety, relieve digestive troubles. So there's a lot of news here. So that's what we have on Fox News. So a lot of this you can't even report on because, it's not PC. So that's really what I have for today. So let's look at my trading plan. The S&P 500's been pumping on me. I've been trading it every day and doing real well with it. And then also I don't run commercials on my YouTube channel, but I just penned a ebook here. So let's take a look at ebook. Maybe get a little technical difficulty here. Let's look at Amazon Kindle. Amazon Kindle, I have a book that I just penned that you can take a look at. Surviving De-Dollarization is one book. So I'll put that in there and the link possibly. Then also too, Mastering Agentic AI from LLM prompts to autonomous systems. The Graphic AI course that I wrote, very good book there. AI Event Planning. So these books are all for free. You can read them on Kindle for free. an AI green energy course. So check out the links below for my free ebook that you can read for free on Kindle. So back to the news. What do we have here? Let's look at my trading plan. So the stock market it just dipped. I guess there was some economic news or something happened, but so Bitcoin is rolling over to 88,935 in a big sell program right now live. And BKCH is off 4 points. Block, BLOK is off. Ethereum is rolling over. Pardon me. So my trading plan for today is I'll dollar cost average Bitcoin, which we already went over a bit. I'll dollar cost average SPY ETF for the S&P 500. You know, it's on the dippy dip a little bit right at the open, only up about 0.25% today. So, you know, I'm profitable in my S&P 500 trade, so I'll continue to add to it, increasing the position. And then the blockchain ETF, BKCH, DCA it. I'm going to actually do a live trade here because it's off 6%. So I'm going to purchase BKCH live here on camera. I like to buy the dip on anything that I hold if it's off greater than 5% during market hours. So just purchase BKCH at, got a price fill there. I use Robinhood. Robinhood's amazing. Not financial advice, but I've owned Robinhood shares for well over 5 years. So just purchase BKCH at 70.79. So it's off close to 6%. I like it. So that's what we have. So let's see what else, anything else on the dippy dip today. Let's see what Block is doing. So stock market's just dipped all of a sudden real fast, so something must have happened. Block is off 2.35%, nothing there. I gotta wait for it to dip 5%. And I'll add to BKCH if it goes lower in price, so I'll start scaling into it. So that's really what I have for my trading plan. Running about 17 minutes today here on my prop trading desk and news desk. Let's look at what's being reported on bar chart. Or actually, Yahoo Finance tends to give news a little bit more dynamically than bar chart does. OpenAI, Microsoft, Nvidia, nothing, I can't see any news with the stock market dip real quickly. Trump's next Fed chair, so there might have been some Fed speak. I guess it's 9:51 in the morning. So that's what I have. And check out the links below. You can read my free AI books there on Kindle. And please subscribe to my channel. And everyone have a wonderful day. Running about 18 minutes. So that's really what I have for today. You know, what's causing the sell-off in the stock market? What's causing Bitcoin to dip? What about altcoin season? So precious metals are doing great. Let's see. I'm selling products on eBay. Man, there, you know, a whole bunch of products sold over the weekend. I have silver bullion products that I have minted. Here, I'll show these to you. I've minted thousands of these. These are all American Eagles. Try to hold these properly. Look at these things. Got thousands of these 0.999 silver bullion coins that I'm selling on eBay. And then let's look at weighted alpha. This is where I do my research. What commodity can I purchase? I'm not a commodity trading advisor. So let's look at commodities here. Long-term trends on bar chart for the commodities. So the graded weighted alpha right now is silver bullion at 123.96. So I'm a seller of some of my silver bullion products because the weighted alpha is increasing and it's the strongest. So the greatest weighted alpha positive is silver bullion, platinum, palladium, dry weight, gold, and high-grade copper. So, you know, I own copper too. I purchased entire sheets of copper when copper was in the same place technically that orange juice is right now, which is the greatest negative weighted alpha. So in a perfect world, I would be a seller of some of my silver bullion products, which I am, and then I would be a purchaser of orange juice because it has the greatest negative weighted alpha. So what product, which commodity, it's non-perishable, has the greatest negative weighted alpha? That would be Bitcoin Micro and Bitcoin futures, having a negative 20.79 weighted alpha. So I'm selling my products on eBay for a huge hyperinflated premium for silver bullion, and then I'm a buyer of Bitcoin. So that's my trading plan, looking just at weighted alpha. So that's what I have, everyone, for today. Checking out my products. Man, on eBay, trading a huge premium. They're doing awesome. Have to ship out a few of these today. So that's what I have. It's John Taylor. I'm on my news desk and prop trading desk, getting ready for a great holiday. And everyone, let the trend be your friend. I say this every day. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. Thanks, everyone. Links below. Thanks.